Greetings from the Arcturians and Arcturian 144 here. It's time to have a word with President Trump again because God, the Arcturians, Commander Ashtar of Ashtar Command or Ashtar Galactic Command, Jupiter Command, Planet Jupiter, Jupiter Command, Archangel Michael, and all the other galactics, they're wanting to have a word with you again through me, President Trump. Because God and all the rest of us, the Arcturians, because you're an Arcturian, so the Arcturians are your star family. We're gonna stay on your ass until you do the right thing, until you course correct and do the right thing. So, President Trump, now you're sitting there thinking, what have I gotten myself into? With Russia, with President Putin. These are your innermost thoughts. God is watching. The Arcturians are watching you. I am watching you. God is watching you. And God knows your innermost thoughts. Even the Arcturians know your innermost thoughts. And now I know your innermost thoughts. You're regretting it. You're regretting whatever you've got going on with President Putin right now. You're regretting it. And that's why you're thinking, what have I gotten myself into with Putin? So then, why are you not reaching out to us for assistance and advice when we've been offering our assistance and our advice over and over? Why are you not taking it? What's the problem? What's making you so uncomfortable? Is it this whole alien extraterrestrial thing that's making you uncomfortable? When you yourself are an Arcturian, and we've already told you this more than once by now. What's making you uncomfortable when it comes to reaching out to us? And I'm not just, it's not just me talking to you here. I'm channeling them. I'm channeling all of them right now. We're all talking to you right now through me, through this human avatar, who is also God incarnate here on earth right now. And if you don't understand that, it's fine. But I'm just being asked to keep telling you that as well. So, what's making you so uncomfortable in terms of reaching out to us when we keep offering you our assistance and we keep asking you to reach out to us so we can assist you, so we can advise you? Like, is it the alien thing? Is it the extraterrestrial thing when you yourself are an Arcturian? And even if it is that, it's like, yeah, but NASA has been trying to make contact with the aliens, with the extraterrestrials for how long now? So how does that make sense? How does that make sense that you are uncomfortable in reaching out to us when we keep offering you our assistance over and over again? And we keep giving you advice. But NASA has been trying to make contact with the aliens, with the extraterrestrials for how long now? And you, being the President of the United States, you are in an ideal position right now to make that first contact happen with the aliens, with the extraterrestrials, with the Arcturians, your star family. You are in an ideal position to make that happen right now, being the sitting president of the United States, being the elected president of the United States. You are in an ideal position to make that first contact with the aliens, with the extraterrestrials, specifically with the Arcturians, your star family, happen. You are in an ideal position to make that first contact happen. To make history happen. But look at what you're doing. And look at what you're indulging in. Because this is about making history in a constructive manner. This is about leaving a legacy behind for the future generations, or to go down in history in a constructive manner as a president of the United States. So when you have a chance here to make history in terms of making first contact happen, why you're not doing it? Why are you not trying to make history in a constructive manner like that? Why would you not want to leave that as part of your legacy for the future generations, and also to go down in history in a constructive manner like that? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not doing constructive, peaceful things? Why are you not making history in that way? Why do you not want to leave a legacy behind for the future generations? And why do you not want to go down in history in a constructive manner like that? And why are you doing all this extra, all these extra things? Why are you distracting the whole world with this global trade war of yours, which is unnecessary, instead of doing what you were put back in power to do by the Arcturians and by God? You were put back in power by the Arcturians and by God to do what's necessary. Like, we're sitting on the brink of a third world war and a nuclear war on top of it. And look at what you're doing. You're creating your own chaos. You're creating even more mess in the world. And now you've started this global trade war, distracting the whole world from what's really going on, i.e., you were put back in power by the Arcturians and by God to resolve this World War III situation with Russia and Ukraine, with Russia mainly, because it's Russia who wants that. It's President Putin who wants to start a third world war and a nuclear war on top of it. That's why you were put back in power by the Arcturians and by God. To stop that third world war and a nuclear war on top of it. And what are you doing? As I said, you're just creating more and more chaos. You've started your own chaos with trying to be another Putin, trying to annex other countries and territory and land just like Putin. And then on top of that, you've started this global trade war with tariffs. When you should be putting all of your energy and time towards trying to stop President Putin and trying to stop a third world war and a nuclear war on top of it. That's where you should be putting your time and energy. That's what you should be putting your time and energy into. But no, you rather go attend parties, you rather go play golf. Okay, well, maybe, it's too much pressure, right? So yeah, okay, you may need a break from time to time. But you're doing too much of it. And when you have a third world war and a nuclear war to stop, when the world is sitting on the brink of a third world war and a nuclear war on top of it, how do you have the time and energy to go attend parties, attend luxurious parties? How do you have the time to go and play golf all the time? Because aren't you wasting time, precious time, that you could be spending on trying to stop this World War III and a nuclear war, when you could be spending that time putting your foot down on Putin's neck and making him sit down and making him stop, to stop him. But look at what you are doing instead and how you're wasting precious time. And then you keep talking about, oh, so many innocent people are being killed in Ukraine. But don't forget the Israel and Palestine conflict either, and whatever's happening in Gaza, and however many innocent Palestinians are being killed in Gaza still as well. That's another issue you were put back in power to resolve, because that's another long-standing issue that needs to be resolved now. But look at what you did even with that, and look at what you're doing even with that. You need to prioritize, President Trump. You need to prioritize the threat of World War III and a nuclear war on top of it with Russia, with President Putin first. That must be your first and foremost priority. And after that, secondly, you need to prioritize resolving this Israel and Palestine and Gaza issue that has been going on for a very long time. Over half a century to a century. So you need to prioritize. You need to get your priorities right here. First, Russia and President Putin, and then secondly, Israel, Palestine, Gaza issue, and Prime Minister Netanyahu. Those two should be on your top priority list. Those two should be your first and second priority. And look at what you're doing. Instead, you're just creating more and more chaos in the world. That's not why we put you back in power. You're making everyone suffer in the world, but at the same time, you're making your own people suffer in the process too. You're making your own people, the Americans, suffer in the process too. How is that okay with you? And you're creating chaos and conflict and unnecessary tension with your strongest allies, even. For what? Over tariffs. For what? Isn't it unnecessary? Are you being greedy, President Trump? With this whole global trade war that you've created, are you being greedy? Wow. It's like whatever you already have is not enough for you even now? And you've got one foot in the grave at your age, and you're still being greedy? You still want more and more? Wow. And you're in bed with Putin. We are offering you assistance and support again. We are offering all world leaders watching us assistance and support again. Reach out to us. Let us help you. And God and the Arcturians are saying, take the tariffs back. Take the global tariffs back, President Trump, or you will be sorry. Stop this global trade war that you've started right now, or you will be sorry. You will suffer the most. The Americans, your own people, your own country will suffer the most in the end if you keep at it. We are giving you sound advice here right now. As we have been, you need to listen to us. You need to start listening to us and our sound advice. Because your team Trump is useless. And they are digging a hole for you to fall into, especially your Vice President, J.D. Vance, which we've already warned you about. President Trump, reach out to us. Reach out to us. Let us help you out of this ditch that you're digging for yourself too. And let us help you out with President Putin and Prime Minister Netanyahu and everything else. Let us help you. Please. This is not just about you, President Trump. This is about the whole world. This is about planet Earth. You need to see the bigger picture now. This is not just about you and what you want, President Trump. Please see the bigger picture. This is not just about you. This is not just about America. This is not just about making America great only. This is not just about putting America first only. See the bigger picture. That's why we put you back in power. We didn't put you back in power just for America and just for the American people. We didn't put you back in power just for that one country on planet Earth. We didn't put you back in power like being the most powerful man in the world position for just America and for just the American people and just for yourself. Because now I have all the power in the world. I'm the most powerful man in the world. Now I can just run amok and do whatever I want and whatever I please. No, President Trump, that's not why you were put back in power by God and by the Arcturians. Especially by the Arcturians. That's not why you were put back in power. That's not why you are the most powerful man in the world right now. Stop thinking about yourself only. Stop thinking about America and the American people only. You need to widen your horizons and think about the rest of the world too. That's why you are sitting there being the most powerful man in the world right now. So you can actually widen your horizons outside America and care about the world too. Resolve the issues, especially the long-standing issues that have been going on for a very long time. That's why you've been put back in power, and that's why you're enjoying the status of being the most powerful man in the world. But you're abusing your power. You were not given that power to abuse it. You were given that power so you can help the whole world, not just America. Do you understand that or not? If you don't, you need to understand that now. Again, please reach out to us. Let us help you through this rough ride that you've gotten yourself into now. We're going to leave it there for this one. Over and out.